Brian, this is cool, but is this really just an electrician's tool, or is this a homeowner's handy guy tool?
I think this is a handy guy tool, this is a homeowner's tool, and it's a professional tool.
All right, well, let's talk about it up next on the Handy Guy. So Brian, we got this tool from Klein Tools, right?
That's right. They were gracious enough to send us a couple. There's yours, there's mine. And I haven't seen this tool before. This is geared towards electricians, of course, right? And it replaces, or it's the next generation, you know, this is what my father, who was an electrician in the 50s, right?
That's an old lineman's pliers.
This is an old pair of lineman's pliers. You can see it's been used to close up a can of paint, maybe.
And you still need those when you're putting together multiple wires and you want to put the, the spring connector on it. But I like these, which are really good for stripping wires and cutting. They have a cutter on them. And you can use them, the ends, to pull wire through, like if you're pulling it through an electrical box.
Or to bend in it
for a
screw. But I was never happy with the quality of these pliers at the end.
Yeah.
I thought that it was always kind of a weak point. Yeah. But what we got on these new Kleins are decent, really decent needle nose pliers, plus all the stripping, plus the cutters, a crimper. And Paul, you liked that feature. What was that?
Yeah, so it actually has an area here where you can stick your number 8 or number 6 screws. Now those are the screws that you use, if you're an electrician, you know this, because all your faceplates, all the boxes use screws. And you never seem to know where the screws are. Like if you're a homeowner and buy a faceplate, you get one screw, right?
Right.
Well, that soon gets lost or whatever. You're putting in a box and you can't find the screws. But the pros carry just plenty of those screws, and they just can get them. You can get them in different lengths.
Right.
But if you're a pro, you don't want to deal with all the different lengths. You can just get the longest length. When you need the longest length, you use it. If you want a shorter length, you can just put it right in here, cut it to size.
That's right.
Done.
And if you were to cut it with these, you're going to crush those threads on the end, and then you're not going to be able to get it into whatever you're screwing it into.
So that's really clever. And you said, I think it has a crimper on this.
on there as well.
Now they have another model, I believe, that has a spring in there. So these are spring. They open and close.
I like the crimper. We're doing a lot of stuff with crimps these days, so it's very handy.
Exactly. So you need that crimp tool. So it's pretty clever. Again, homeowner, you think this would be handy if if it's a homeowner that's allowed to do electrical work, you're doing electrical work, this is really the tool that you'll need. It's not really, if you're not doing electrical work, you're not going to probably ever use this, other than to cut something here or there.
So I think what we'll do is we'll down in the notes, on the show notes, we'll have a link to this on Amazon. I don't even know how much it is, but it's probably not inexpensive, but it's going to replace several other tools.
Quality
and
tool,
it's very well made.
Yeah, well made. All right, well, thanks for watching the Handy Guys, and we'll see you next time.
And thanks, Klein Tools.